What is up, Backroad Explorers? I'm so excited to be out on an adventure again. It's been a couple months since we've done an overnighter. We've just had a lot of stuff going on, and I'm just really excited to be out. For this trip, we're going to be going from the 5 Mile area, which is in the West Desert in Utah, down to Notch Peak. Well, we're hoping we're going to be able to make it that far in the time that we have allotted, but at minimum, we'll be going down into the West Desert and being able to check out some places like Topaz Mountain and some really cool adventures out in that direction. So let's hit the trail. The first 15 miles or so of this trip were really cool. I love this area because there's so many different places that you can explore. As I made my way from 5 Mile recreation area over to Eureka, I was just blown away by how cool the contrast was of having the blue skies and the clouds along with the snow and the desert. I've been out in this area quite a few times, and I have to admit, being there in the winter is by far my favorite. While I planned a pretty direct route because I was going to be covering over 100 miles for the day, there's so many places that you can go out and explore here. In fact, you could spend an entire day just camping here and exploring offshoot trails all around. It's just nice being out here in the West Desert. Beautiful right now, just a little bit of snow, so a little bit to make it fun, a little bit slick in some sections, but not enough to have to be worrying about getting stuck all the time or anything. So good start to the day. Just cruising along the trail, and it's kind of this cool, I don't know if it was a grain silo or a water tank. It looks like there's some type of like a trough that comes out here, so I think it was for water, but it's out here in the middle of nowhere. It's beautiful. I was so excited for this trip as well because I just picked up a new tripod that has the ability to wrap its legs around things so that I could really amp up some of my exterior shots. That means being able to hook it onto trees and fence posts and things like that. Unfortunately, somehow I made some crazy amateur mistake, and after I had transferred all of the video files from the camera over to the computer, I deleted them. Unfortunately, when I jumped into the editing studio, I realized that somehow the transfer didn't complete, and I just deleted all of those shots. I'm super bummed because it made it so that the stuff in day one, a lot of it is either shot from my phone or shot from the GoPro. Luckily, day 2 we had Mike's camera as well, and we have some incredible exterior footage, so make sure you check out part 2. Starting to get a little bit more snow heading through this pass. Just made it up over the pass. We're gonna make our way down and then actually hit pavement for a little while, go through Eureka, Utah, and then head out towards Cherry Creek and get back on the dirt. I had to jump on the pavement for a few miles to make it through the town of Eureka. I decided I should top off on fuel before heading the rest of the way out. Eureka is a really cool little old mining town with a lot of really cool history and old buildings. Unfortunately, due to the low traffic, most of the businesses are closed. There is a pretty cool old cemetery on the way out of town that's definitely worth checking out. just a few miles out of town, I hit the dirt again and start making my way through the desert towards Cherry Creek Road. Cherry Creek Road does intersect with the main highway, and then it starts to loop around the West Tintic Mountains. It's a really well groomed dirt road, and so it's pretty fast if you're looking for a direct way through. I wanted to spend a little bit more time going through some technical terrain and opted to go past Cherry Creek Road and then turn right heading through the West Tintic Mountains to meet back up with Cherry Creek Road. This area was really cool because there started to be some sections where it got pretty tight, trees on all sides, and I was even able to go through some areas where no one had driven through any of the snow. Quick stop at this little reservoir. Of course we get to water despite the ice. Molly has to jump right in, so she's soaked. Molly, come on, let's go. Pretty cool. You can see where the water that's shooting up is just freezing. They're not that far away. It's kind of hard to see, but there's a bunch of antelope out there. In part 2, we make our way from Topaz Mountain over towards our destination of Notch Peak. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and stay tuned for more.